I mean, I should write that down one of these days.
God, this is going to be old. Is there a game?
Nope.
Oh boy.
Do you want a game?
Well, it's either going to be real short or we're going to have a game.
I mean, I'm fine with short.
Which Burger King opened in which state in which decade?
I mean, we are still a 30-ish minute podcast.
Oh, that's fine.
And we did just have a 2-hour special.
True.
Unless you want me to look for a BuzzFeed quiz.
There's got to be something short that's related to what we're talking about.
Welcome to Namely 90s. Wow. The podcast that takes you back to the time before smartphones, Google, and Y2K. Join your hosts as they relive the pop culture that shaped a generation and the parts that many people wish they could forget. Listen in to the conversation about how the decade defined those who spent their childhood there and how it shaped them as adults. So, turn down the grunge and dial up the internet. Let's get started. It's time for Namely 90s.
That's right. You're listening to Namely 90s. My name's Andrew, and over there's Brandon.
That's me.
You can find us online at namely90s.com or on Twitter and Instagram at namely90s with a 90s. This show is available on YouTube every Monday at namely90s.com/YouTube. And finally, if you'd like to support the show, head over to patreon.com/namely90s, also with a 90s, and get signed up for one of our support levels. I'm not sure the website's still up because I feel like there was another billing cycle and it somehow paid, but with a card that was expired, which has happened to me more than once. But the website still works, so hey, there's that. Which you can't contact us through, but it's beside the point.
I was going to say, I haven't uploaded this week yet, or for last week yet, so I haven't checked. But this is around the time where I frantically text you that, hey, the website's gone. Which I guess we shouldn't advertise on our show because then people know when to try to snipe it from us.
Well, no, the domain is still... That goes at a different time.
Oh, okay.
Technically.
Do you want to tell them when it is so they can try to snipe it?
It is March 19th. No, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no earthly idea. So, what's new with you?
Well, I'm going to a Star Wars nerd convention.
Specifically a nerd convention or just a Star Wars convention, which thereby makes you a nerd?
I mean, aren't you a nerd if you go to a Star Wars convention? Like, it's the Star Wars convention, though.
The Star Wars convention.
It's called Celebration, Star Wars Celebration. This year, it's in Anaheim, which it was supposed to be 2 years ago, 3 years ago at this point. Is it 2 years ago?
Quack.
Two
quack,
years ago.
Quack, quack, quack.
Yeah, near the Mighty Ducks. Or the Ducks, I guess they are now. Actually, it's Anaheim Convention Center is like a block or two from Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, like I bought the tickets in 2019.
Whoa.
Right? No, 2019. And it was for 2020 because 2020 was when it was going to be. And,
right. I see. COVID delays.
Yeah. COVID delays for 2 years. So they're having it. So by the time I get back and we record for the next episode, I will have COVID. Wait.
Excellent. Well, I've just contracted COVID, I'm sure, because I just went to an event with 2,500 people last night.
Oh yeah, that looked fun. That was Hamilton. You actually don't have to wait 2 weeks to talk about it.
We went to Hamilton. Why did I just do that? I don't know.
Jazz hands.
Hamilton. I don't know. No, it was really good. We were going to stop at a like antique mercantile type store beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't matter what I did, what road I turned down. Every single road was closed. Like I could not get within many blocks of the areas I wanted to go.
I wouldn't expect Spokane to have a pride celebration.
Funny. No, it's actually the Lilac Festival, which is not a pride celebration, as it turns out. And they also had Brew Fest. They just so happened to be on the day that I bought tickets to an event for that 2,500 people are attending. Classic. On a day where there's also a literal like evening parade downtown. Anyway,
Classic.
so we finally get parked. It was a bit much. And then the Symphony Hall was actually really nice. I've never been in there before. Lovely facility. Not made for sellouts. Like, you wouldn't believe the lines in these bathrooms. In the intermission, 15-minute intermission, the line was like tripled back on itself to use the bathroom. I'm like, that doesn't seem right.
I mean, that's how it is at like any musical or opera.
But the thing is, like, I mean, for me, I can't watch a musical unless I've got a Bud Light. Like, really? You're just going to have, like, you need a White Claw at the theater? Like, and then the other one is there's this lady, she's like gingerly opening a cellophane bag of kettle corn, like during one of the more emotional numbers that's kind of quiet. And I'm just like, you son of a bitch. You just ate like 2.5 hours ago. Why are you having another snack? Like, calm down with your snack.
Crinkle.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And then they were talking and some dude was like, excuse me, can you please stop talking?
That's, yeah.
And then the last one that got me, I'm sorry, but someone stood up and walked out from our row, blocking view, during the final number to leave the theater. It's like,
gotta get to your car.
Yeah, but that's
it's like
just,
leaving the stadium in the.
Yeah, but it's I mean, these people had to know etiquette. It was ridiculous. I was like, wow.
Wow. People in Spokane don't have etiquette for going to musical theater. My God.
Anyway, it was a very good show.
You sure they weren't all at the Pride Parade? Yeah, I haven't even watched it on Disney Plus yet.
Oh, that's good.
Is it?
The Disney Plus one is not the original cast, but it has Lin-Manuel Miranda in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I'll get around to it at some point.
I'm going to recommend subtitles.
Okay. Because they're rapping?
It moves quick. Yeah, there's rapping. It moves quick. There's a lot. It's dense.
It's Alexander Hamilton and I almost said Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, yeah. No, I know, but some of it, I mean, it's Lin-Manuel. He says a lot of things real fast.
Fast.
So the subtitles help. The second half, I was a little lost because I'd watched the first half on Disney Plus, and then the second half, I didn't have any context for, and I couldn't really understand it. And it was also surprisingly, quiet, which is not a word I would usually think of to describe Broadway. Usually it's loud, nose singing, But when the quieter parts, I literally cannot hear what they're saying. Can we just turn up their mics just a little bit? And of course, I'm, a little bit picky about that.
Oh.
Because I used to do that.
Right.
But anyway. Good show.
Yeah, excellent.
Check it out.
That's Andrew's stamp of approval on Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
Revival of musical theater and COVID.
Theater. Put the damn kettle corn down, lady. You just ate. I just can't get over it. You can't. Also, no cup holders. Also, the aisle or the row is 74 seats wide. No center aisle.
Okay, that one got me.
So there was a lady, and she comes in. She's like, seat 37. What are we right in the middle? And I'm like, 74. Yes. Yes, you are.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Stupid joke.
I know what I can fill time with. I had this thing. It was an ad. It said something about
hot shingles looking to get nailed. It's for a roofing company.
Wow.
Or a Sean Connery roofing company. Or sex company.
No, it was from Daily themed crossword. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. But the thing it said, this was on our 90s account. Do you belong to the 90s? Question mark with an apostrophe. Bad form already. So there's 6 questions, and I'm going to ask you all 6 of them because we have time.
Can you ask him into the microphone?
No. 2 across, we have Stan, Kyle, Eric, and Kenny are from blank park.
South Park.
Well done. Number 4, famous 80s crime drama show, Murder, She Blank.
Wrote.
Again, the title of this is Do You Belong to the 90s?
Oh, yeah.
So that's correct. Number 5 across. Emmy award-winning TV series, The Golden Blank.
Girls.
Well done. 1 down. Matthew Perry's character in Friends, Blank Bing.
Wow, Chandler.
Number 3 down. 80s American sitcom, Full Blank.
Okay. 80s?
It started in the 80s.
But this is a 90s.
Yes.
All right. Full House.
Correct. 6 down. American sitcom series, Everybody Loves Blank.
Donald Trump. No, just kidding. Raymond.
Correct. Well done. You didn't even need they had the starting letters of each one, starting and ending letters in each
I
one.
did miss a good opportunity when you said the golden to just say showers.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well, speaking of golden showers, shall we travel back to...
Yeah, speaking of golden showers, 1991. Yes, wow, looks sparse. What was going on in May of 1991, Brandon?
That's why I did. Yeah, that's why I did that. Travel back with me, listeners, if you will, to May of 1991. On the 6th, Sierra Online releases the Sierra Network, which is also credited as the first graphical MMORPG due to its inclusion of the Shadow of TSN. What the Shadow of Euserbius?
Okay, sure.
Yserbius. TSN would later become its more memeable name, Imagination Network, after a total buyout from AT&T in 1994. Did any of that make sense to you?
No, not at all.
Also, 1 second. Computer, turn on recording lights. On the 12th, Sierra Online was like an old internet portal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sounds really familiar, but I can't remember any of the games on it.
On the 12th, a new cancer drug is announced, which can only be found in the bark of a rare tree in the Pacific Northwest.
It's making me nuts because I should know what that is, and I cannot remember.
I think I have notes on it later. On this, or do I? Because it was... Yeah, I have notes on it later. Okay. On the 16th, Queen Elizabeth II is the first English monarch to address the U.S. Senate. What did King George address the Hamilton thing? I don't know.
Yes, he did several times. It was pretty funny.
On the 17th, Daniel Curtis Lee, not to be confused with Jamie Lee Curtis, actor and rapper, is born. He played Cookie on Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Wow, that sounds like hot trash.
It's a Nickelodeon show from, I think we were in middle school, maybe later. On the 23rd, Johnny Carson announces he'll step down as the host of The Tonight Show within a year. And TV premiering in May of 1991, the made-for-TV movie Knight Rider 2000 on the 19th.
I bet that was good.
And ending, do you know, there's so many Knight Rider spinoffs. Ending on the 3rd, Dallas, which is the second longest running TV series behind Gunsmoke with 356 episodes. On the 18th, The Flash, the 1990s Flash series, which I kept trying to get Watching Comics podcast to do a series on that I can crash and be a part of. And on the 25th, The Munsters Today, which was a sequel series to The Munsters. Do you remember The Munsters, Andrew?
The Munsters.
I think they were like the knockoff Addams Family.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. in the box office, May 1991. On the 1st, we have a Citizen Kane re-release because, you know, you got to make sure everyone knows Rosebud. Do you know what Rosebud is?
No. Hey, wait a second. Dallas, second longest running TV series. At the time?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, Law and Order SVU has like 516 episodes roughly.
Law and Order didn't start until 1990.
No, I know. I thought you meant overall, not at the time.
No, I think it's at the time.
Got it.
Well, I mean, Law and Order should eclipse that with 22 seasons as well.
Yeah, real bad,
seasons.
by the way. The new season's not good. Nope.
Oh, it's too bad.
No good.
On the 10th, Rosebud. What is Rosebud?
It's from Citizen Kane.
Right. It's the whole crux of the movie that you'll never watch.
I have no idea.
It's his sled that he had as a child. Yep. And now you can win a trivia night. On the 10th, that is such a slog of a movie to get through, by the way. It's like cinematic masterpiece. Fucking 2.5 hours of just black and white. Anyway, on the 10th, Madonna, Truth or Dare. On the 24th, Backdraft, starring Kurt Russell, Billy Baldwin, Donald Sutherland, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Robert De Niro. On the 24th, we have Hudson Hawk, starring Bruce Willis, and also Thelma and Louise, starring Susan Sarandon, Gina Davis, Harvey Keitel, and Brad Pitt.
Ooh.
Have you ever watched any of those movies?
God, no.
Well, Backdraft was on all the time.
I mean, I'm aware of Backdraft, but...
Yeah. In the Billboard charts, number 1 for May 1991. In from April is Baby Baby by Amy Grant for the first week. Second week is Joyride by Roxette. The third week is I Like the Way, parenthesis, The Kissing Game by High Five. And for the final week in May 1991, number 1 is, and out into June, is I Don't Want to Cry by Mariah Carey, because I have no idea what those other songs are, except for Baby Baby. But continuing on for the fourth week of May 1991, at number 3, we have More Than Words by Extreme. Number 6, we have a song that I once read the lyrics to on this podcast, I Touch Myself by the Divinals. Number 7, Here We Go by CNC Music Factory. Number 8, I Wanna Sex You Up by Color Me Bad.
Yep, who doesn't?
Number 11, Losing My Religion by REM.
Good song.
Number 7, Unbelievable by EMF. You know that one?
No. Do I?
You're unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Yeah. Okay.
I think that's
that was
the one.
Be something different.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one. And number 19, What Comes Naturally by Sheena Easton.
She went in a completely different direction than Sheena Weston. Let's go to Brandon for the Namely 90s Minute. Well, Brandon strangles Andrew through the internet.
Welcome back to our mid-episode break, Namely 90s Minute. Every week we look back at a culturally relevant show, movie, or piece of pop culture that probably helps stoke the algorithm. This week, in honor of the release of Top Gun 2: Maverick's Revenge, we are looking back at Tom Cruise's best 90s movie that's not Mission Impossible, Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire is a 1996 romantic comedy drama sports film written, directed, and produced by Cameron Crowe, starring Maverick from Top Gun, not Maverick from Maverick, the actor who played O.J. Simpson in that American Crime Story season that featured a white Bronco, and Bridget Jones's Diary. Honestly, this movie has a star-studded supporting cast, starting with John Travolta's beard, the fat kid from Stand By Me, the mom from the Beethoven and Cheaper by the Dozen movies, Craig's sister from Friday, the kid from Stuart Little, the guy from Mad TV that's not Michael McDonald, a founding member of the Eagles, the dad from Grounded for Life, the founder of Alice in Chains, Artie, the world's strongest man from The Adventures of Pete and Pete, one of the titular characters and convicted sexual assaulter of a minor from Drake and Josh, the original voice of Chucky on Rugrats, ripped to the max, the guy who was fired as Marty McFly on Back to the Future, Ginger Bent Watson, the blonde detective from CSI Miami, and Jeff Bridges' brother. as well as many sports stars playing themselves, including Frank Gifford, Al Michaels, Drew Bledsoe, Troy Aikman, and Warren Moon, among others. The movie revolves around Cocktail playing a sports agent who becomes disillusioned with the business and desires to work with less clients in a more personal way, so he gets fired from the big agency he works for. Mission Impossible then rushes to call all his clients ahead of his backstabbing protege and manages to save one of them for his new business, Trey from Boys in the Hood, who has the memorable line, "Show me the money." While leaving, he convinces his faithful secretary, Nurse Betty, to come with him. Eventually, he breaks up with his fiancée and starts to date his secretary, who is a single mother. The mummy, not the good one, works hard and gets his only client the coveted contract at the expense of treating his secretary and now wife well. But all is reconciled with the other classic lines from this movie, "You complete me and you had me at hello." And that's Jerry Maguire in a Namely 90s Minute. More or less.
And now back to the show.
Anywhere you want to go?
I'm curious about this cancer drug. Sounds familiar.
I remember hearing that story too, but I couldn't have because I was 2.
I've heard of it through like college, but I can't remember the name of the. Oh, I see.
So I remember there was I remember in college or high school, some science class, they're like, always take notes because you'll never remember the Amazon rainforest cancer cure that you find if you don't write it down.
Oh. Which
I guess is tangentially related to this. So yeah, there's a tree. Some guy sampled some trees in the Pacific Northwest of Pacific yew trees. The bark produces some sort of I believe it was called Taxol.
Taxol, yep.
And
Paclitaxel is what it's called now.
Gotcha. And yeah, it's essentially it's like a chemo type drug, I believe, from what I was reading. So it's not like a cancer cure. It's a cancer suppressant.
Well, yeah. It's complicated. Chemo's complicated, as you probably know. It's
right. Apparently, the tree was so small that it took 6 yews to make enough medicine for a single patient.
Wow.
But I think, and so that caused some sort of outrage with environmentalists that were like, "You can't save people by killing the earth."
Okay.
But apparently, they would never yield enough bark to produce all enough of the drug to that they would need for every year for women diagnosed with ovarian and breast cancer. So, yes.
Well, the good news is they found a way to make it synthetically from precursors. Yes. And more recently through cell culture or biosynthesis.
Ooh, that's an advancement.
Yeah. I mean, considering half of the people in the US want to destroy the environment, I mean, it's probably fair game, frankly.
Yeah, but Washington's full of hippies and environmental types.
Well, I mean, it is interesting how these plants can contain compounds that can be useful medically.
Yeah. But also home to the spotted owl, which is a threatened species.
But interestingly, it's the same basis for a lot of Eastern medicine, Chinese, herbal, or even Native American type medicines. They figure out that it has
curative properties,
good properties, and they don't really have research to back it. They just know it works. Which means someone's just going around the forest, putting stuff in their mouth and seeing what happens. Who hasn't been there?
That's a good point. Who hasn't been there? Speaking of places people have been.
Speaking of locations, places.
We're both very low.
Things.
energy today.
No, I've got my trusty.
Well, feel free to take the charge again then.
That's what she said. Say what? Backdraft, which sounds like something that happens after I fart. I'm just kidding.
I mean, technically, if
you light a match. My question is, when they're like investigating arson, is a fart considered an accelerant, and can they detect that? What if that's how you lit the fire?
Yes and no.
Please tell me they used Billy Joel's song "We Didn't Start the Fire" in this movie.
No, this is a super serious movie from 1991. It's an action thriller. Actually, I don't know. You could Google it. I'm pretty sure they didn't, though. It was an action thriller film. It was directed by Ron Howard. It stars Kurt Russell, Billy Baldwin, who was either then or is now going by William Baldwin.
William Baldwin.
Jennifer Jason Leigh. Donald Sutherland's in it. Robert De Niro.
Her middle name's Jason?
Yeah, Jennifer Jason Leigh. She's a handsome woman.
Wow, she could be on Celebrity Worst Cooks on Food Network.
Because they all have three names.
Really nobody.
She was Stacey
you should know them. They're all from Kayla's like, you should know them. They're all from the 90s. I'm like, they weren't even famous hardly 30 years ago, and now they're on Food Network? Like, how am I supposed to know who these people are anyway?
Jennifer Jason Leigh was her breakthrough role was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High as Stacey Hamilton. She was in Backdraft. She was in Single White Female. You wouldn't know any of these other ones.
No.
There must be something. Anyways, Backdraft. Chicago firefighters. The mayor is trying to cut funding. So, spoilers. One of the firefighters starts setting fires to make the mayor look bad. And also, what else?
Pretty sure this is like the guy in California who did the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Out near Modesto.
Wait, I thought they were celebrating a gender reveal.
Yeah. For our gender reveal, we're gonna light a flamethrower.
She was on Weeds for 16 episodes.
Oh, good for her.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Backdraft. Backdraft was like one of the first movies I remember seeing on television. It's like Robert De Niro is like internal affairs, trying to arson investigator type thing. Kurt Russell is leading this fire brigade. So
Robert De Niro is really turning up the heat on these guys.
He's
trying to smoke them out.
Coming towards a face-off. I don't know what was that a reference?
It's just fire
puns.
Yeah, all fire puns.
Billy Baldwin is his younger brother. Oh fuck!
What?
I just hit my open wound on my finger.
Oh
yeah. Billy Baldwin is the younger brother. Sorry for that cursing. Yeah, they all the main actors went to the Chicago Fire Academy to learn how to be kind of like firefighters in this movie. But yeah, I forget which one ends up being like the serial arsonist, but there's a lot of good scenes in it, and they somehow made fire interesting and
a lot
dramatic.
Of good scenes. Wow.
There are like the one we did for Quotely 90s. It's De Niro and Billy Baldwin, and they're like investigating one of the fires, and De Niro just has like this really dramatic, intense speech about fire and how you have to love it a little to be able to fight it. And then he like takes a lit match and throws it on the ground to light up an accelerant.
And then he references milking cats.
Yes, how does that relate to fires?
Meet the Parents or whatever, the one with Robert De Niro.
That would,
Meet the Fockers, something like that.
Well, those are both movies that have Robert De Niro in them in the same franchise. I don't know which one it was from. Also, there was the ride at Universal Studios Hollywood, which it was like their special effects attraction. It was basically there's a bunch of pyrotechnics, and you experienced like the flame firsthand from like a trolley type.
Hopefully,
thing.
it goes better than a Whitesnake concert.
I am.
They did light a club on fire and like kill some people with their pyrotechnics, did they not?
I do not know the answer to that.
White Snake incident.
It was eventually closed by Labor Day 2009 to be replaced by Transformers: The Ride 3D.
Oh, sorry, the band was Great White, not White Snake.
That would make more sense.
How do I go back on this? Oh, the back button. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, they set the place on fire. It killed 100 people.
Great White.
Yeah, it reached flashover within 1 minute, causing all combustible materials to burn.
Jesus.
Yeah. The resulting the toxic smoke, heat, and resulting human rush toward the main exit killed 100. 230 were injured, and another 132 escaped uninjured. Wow. That's really bad. Anyway.
Apparently. And while we're talking about it, and while we're in May of 1991, the Flash TV series, the original Flash TV series, which aired from September 20th, 1990 to May of 1991. Wait, let me see if we could wait until the September 1990 episode. Cool. So we have a BuzzFeed quiz we're going to play.
All right, let's click this shiz.
And we'll put a pin in the Flash 1990 until September of 1990 episode, which is coming up within the next few months.
This image is no longer available.
Perfect. Is that the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the whole thing. 1 second.
I don't ever remember feeling this awake. That's what it says underneath the title of the quiz.
Coming at you.
BuzzFeed is a strange place.
Because it doesn't host its stuff all the time.
Oh,
okay, so this is not a BuzzFeed quiz. This is, are you Thelma or Louise from Brainfall? Thelma and Louise
it's frozen.
was...
Oh, Christ. I'm back. It was being weird. Nope, okay. It disappeared again.
What disappeared?
The whole page.
The entire page.
It's just white now. Great white.
Have you tried refreshing?
Yeah, have I tried refreshing? Was I born yesterday? No. Refresh twice, it keeps disappearing.
Okay. Have you turned off your ad blocker?
I don't have an ad blocker.
You know, that one didn't even hyperlink correctly.
Nope, no, I just clicked it though because I'm a loser.
I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me?
It's not working. No, it's fine.
Swear to God.
All right. So this is called Are You More Thelma or Louise?
You know, before we start, why don't you just give everyone a backstory on
you know, what's
Thelma.
Funny, I was just about to say, like, I know the name Thelma and Louise, they ain't in the names. Not an earthly clue what the hell it's about or who it is or what it is.
I mean, don't you remember the ending where they drive off a cliff or something?
No, I don't know. Are they criminals?
Yes, it's good guess. Thelma and Louise is a 1991 female buddy road crime film directed by Ridley Scott. It stars Gina Davis as Thelma and Susan Sarandon as Louise, two friends who embark on a road trip that ends up in unforeseen circumstances. Supporting cast includes Harvey Keitel, Chris McDonald, and Brad Pitt. One of Brad Pitt's first major roles. Won Best Original Screenplay and got 6 Academy Award nominations. Scott was nominated for Best Director, and Sarandon and Davis were both nominated for Best Actress. And I assume if you type Thelma and Louise Family Guy, you'll get a reference or two.
Probably. Okay.
Which is the final scene where they drive off a car or something. Or drive off a cliff in a car.
They drive off of a car in their cliff.
It influenced other films and artistic works and became a landmark of feminism, of feminist film.
Yeah, sounds like it. All right.
They're finally cornered by the authorities, only 100 yards from the edge of the Grand Canyon. They kiss and hold hands and step on the gas.
Yes. Glamorizing suicide. Good job, 1990s.
Accelerate over the cliff to their deaths. It's a very Butch Cassidy Send Out Kid type ending.
Sorry, did you say Butch?
Which one of these quotes best describes your outlook on life? Don't allow anyone to make you feel like you're not good enough. You get what you settle for. Kill them with success and bury them with a smile. Sometimes all you need is a great friend and a tank of gas.
I like kill them with success and bury them with a smile.
I like great friend and gas.
Next question. What is the most important thing in life? Happiness, friendship, love, or money?
I'll go with happiness.
I'm going to just go for money.
Of course.
Wow.
Of course. What kind of car would you like to own? A 76 Cadillac Seville, a 66 Ford Thunderbird, a Buick Estate Wagon, or a Dodge Diplomat? I don't even know what a Dodge
It's going to be the Ford Thunderbird for me.
I was going to click that as well.
You can.
I guess I could. Oh, the Caddy's not bad.
Which of these places would you visit on a road trip? Mexico? Why do all these have a period after them? Texas, Los Angeles, or New York?
On a road trip?
Yeah. Los Angeles for me.
Yeah. Same. Easiest.
Yeah, same. Like going to New York, like by yourself in a car? Hell no.
Or Texas, like it's a long drive from where we are.
Which fast food chain do you frequently visit? This is your turn. Sorry. Whatever.
KFC, Burger King, Arby's, or Taco Bell. Oh, I was just waiting to see what revealed of you.
It's a toss-up between KFC and Taco Bell for me.
Well, I'm Taco Bell because KFC, the closest KFC is 30 minutes away.
Just to keep it interesting, I'll go KFC,
30 minutes
even though
away.
I like Taco Bell equally.
The closest Burger King is...
Do you prefer driving with top down or up? Up.
Yeah. Down. It depends on the weather. It doesn't matter.
I'd say up. I don't like windy sounds.
Yeah, I don't like driving because I'm tall, so if like I get hit with the bugs.
Fair enough. Like your forehead has just got tons of grasshopper guts on it.
Pretty much.
Next.
Which of these things would you take with you on a road trip? Food, a gun, a map, my laptop.
Food.
Yeah, I would take a map because it's a road trip.
Yeah, but I assume I have my phone and that's a given, so I would just use that.
I would assume my map.
I'm just gonna bring like a
phone.
Desert Eagle, giant Israeli pistol.
Do you prefer to drive or ride shotgun?
Drive.
Yeah, same. I don't think I could do so. It's ride shotgun, drive. I can do either, or does it matter? Why would they give us multiple choices if there's only two results?
I can do either, but what? Whatever.
Are you saying you go both ways?
Yep. What kind of pet would accompany you on your journey? Dog, cat, goat, and I don't like pets. I'm going dog because like I like cats a lot, but in a car, no.
I would say I don't like pets accompanying me on my journey.
Okay, that's fair. You don't like pets at all, or just for your journey?
Well, it doesn't make sense. Why would you take pets on a road trip with
pets. Okay.
You can't stay at hotels. You can't you're very limited in what you do. You have to stop every 5 minutes. Let them take you to.
This is really long, so we should probably go.
Yeah, we should go through it.
Your turn.
What would you do if you ran out of gas midway through your trip? Hitchhike, walk to the nearest gas station, stay there until a friend comes to save you, ask someone for gas.
Stay till a friend comes.
Yeah, I've done that as well. But what if you're too far away? I'd have to walk to the nearest gas station.
What do you do when you need more money? Get another job, rob a bank / somebody, ask my family, or starve. Get another job.
I mean, we're on a road trip, so it would make more sense to rob a bank. Which of these jobs have you had? A bartender, waitress, cleaner, cashier?
Cashier.
I've essentially been a bartender before. A guy approaches you at a bar. What would you do? Flirt with him, make him buy you drinks for you and your friends, take his number, or ignore him?
I'm totally getting some drinks out of him for sure.
Yeah, that's very true.
When at a honky tonk, because I often am, what can you be found doing? Talking to friends, getting drinks, dancing up a storm, or sitting by the bar?
I would be sitting by the bar.
I like to chit chat. Go talking to friends.
How would your BFF describe you? Sensitive, fearless, funny, adventurous?
Well, how would you describe me?
Funny?
Crotchety. Is that in here?
Yeah. Sensitive. No, funny. I'll give you funny.
Of all those choices, I feel like I have to give you the same one.
Okay, thank you.
I'm like, oh, you're so sensitive. Oh, gross.
I feel like I'm adventurous from time to time.
What do you and your girls like to do? Sit down and gossip, drink, catch up, or watch movies? Me and the girls? Gossip for sure.
I think we like to drink.
Did you see what she was wearing?
Actually, no. Catch up. Definitely. No, drink. What would you do if someone hit your best friend? Comfort my friend, key their vehicle, ask for an apology, beat them up.
I would comfort my friend and avoid all confrontation.
I would ask for an apology.
Who takes better selfies, you or your bestie? I'm going to say my bestie.
I'm going to say me.
But like my bestie, but also I don't take selfies. So those are both true.
Which choice do you want? Would you ever sacrifice your friendship for love? Yes, no, only for the right person. I don't think so.
Only for the right person.
I'm going to say I don't think so.
Am I a monster?
Yes.
Absolutely. Where would you spend your honeymoon? France, St. Lucia, Alaska, or South Africa? St. Lucia. Easy.
France. Where's St. Lucia?
It's like an island somewhere.
What do you look for in a relationship? Trust, respect, security, passion.
Trust.
Oh, me too. Which Brad Pitt movie is your favorite? Troy, Fight Club, Ocean's 11, Babel. I know yours.
Oceans.
Mine is
Fight Club.
Well done. Which of these TV shows would you watch? Westworld, Stranger Things, Big Bang Theory, Game of Thrones.
Westworld.
Stranger Things.
You're going for a new look. What color would you dye your hair? Red, brown, blonde, or black?
I guess I would go full brown.
Black, I guess. I don't know. Why not? Blonde.
I think you do better blonde.
How would you describe your style? Rocker, chic, or chic, cowgirl, chic, bohemian, or classic?
Well, I am transitioning from classic to bohemian, so I'm going to go bohemian.
This girl just has her boobs out in this picture. Oh no, she has a bra on. Okay.
Did you Google bohemian?
I did.
I've done that recently as well.
I kind of cowgirl.
Yeah, that's fair.
That seems That seems backwards, but oh dear. What kind of sunglasses do you own? Aviator, cat eye, clubmaster, or round?
Well, I've owned aviators.
I only wear cat eye glasses. No, aviator for me.
my current pair that I bought is closer to a Clubmaster. So
We're almost
I'll do
there.
that.
Oh my gosh.
What kind of hats do you wear? A baseball cap, a straw hat, a beanie, a beret.
Baseball cap.
Baseball cap.
What color are you? Oh, sorry. What color are you drawn to? Orange, red, green, or blue? Green for me.
Drawn to or
What am I, a moth?
I'm drawn to red, but I wear
The
blues.
color of blood.
What would you get arrested for? My mouth,
That doesn't have the right sound to it. Anyway,
my temper, stealing, or fighting.
can you get arrested for your mouth?
Oh, I could get arrested for my mouth.
Hey, my temper. Sure.
I don't even know what that means. Well, I did say earlier that I'd rob a bank if I was on a road trip, so stealing. The police have you cornered. What do you do? Surrender. Drive off a cliff. Call my family to say I love them. It's going to be a shootout. Naturally,
drive off a cliff. No,
I feel like one of these answers we can't really say anymore.
Yeah. I'd honestly surrender. I mean, 3 square meals a day, nice little jumpsuit.
Yeah, driving off a cliff sounds painful. I guess I'd call my family to say I love them.
But then you could then do any of those last things still. Like, they're not mutually exclusive.
True. Drum roll, please. I got Louise.
Oh, in a shocking turn of events, I got Thelma.
Hey, we did it again. That's surprising since we had a lot of the same
Here, let's
answers.
read these. You are Thelma Dickinson, and much like her, you are shy, reliable, and have a heart of gold. You have many secrets which you tend to keep well hidden and would go to great lengths to keep them that way. It takes you a while to open up to people, but you are willing to give them a chance. You often find yourself in some sticky situations, I'll say, but you always stand up for yourself and others.
I got Louise. You are Louise Sawyer, and like her, you are strong-willed, adventurous, and you are an expert at running away from your problems. And when things get tense, your crazy tends to come out. You are an amazing friend, and you're willing to go over the edge for them. Things may not always turn out the way you want, but you always take the positive out of every situation.
Oh, that reminds me. There was this true crime thing I heard about some dude who went like completely nuts and killed 7 people, including like he tried to kill his boss at the winery he worked at, but instead he killed the assistant winemaker. And I just immediately was like, oh gosh.
And that's it for this week's edition of Daily 90s. Remember, you can find new episodes out every Monday. Check the episode description for this week's supplemental Spotify playlist curated by yours truly. Find us on Twitter and Instagram at Namely90s with 90s, or find our personal accounts at bshwitty and at NamelyAndrew, and tell us what you want us to talk about on future episodes. If you'd like to support the show, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Namely90s, also with a 90s. Finally, you can also contact us through our website, Namely90s.com. Please subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Thelma and Louise, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeart, Good Pods, and wherever you get your podcasts from. I'm Brandon, that's Andrew, and we will catch you next time.
Yeah, Bohemian is weird.